with 2 L's, and I am one half of Force by Entertainment. As you guys can tell, we are not at the studio. I am out of town, but I wanted to give you, I saw Oppenheimer last night, and I wanted to give you my review, my thoughts on Oppenheimer. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also give the video a thumbs up. And for those of you that are new for reviews, I give you my initial thoughts, what I like, didn't like, and I rate the movie. My initial thoughts. Actually, I'm not even going to give initial thoughts on this because I am glad. A lot of times I record right after I've seen a movie or maybe a few minutes after when I get home. But I'm glad with this particular movie that I got to record this the day after, because it was a movie for me, like so much is thrown at you so quickly that I need to sleep on it. I need to think about this movie, and I'm glad I did, because when I woke up, I feel like I really liked it, to be quite frank. But let's get into what I liked about this movie. First of all, it's Christopher Nolan, and his cinematography, it's always stunning. And it is in this one too. It's a beautiful movie. But with this, it was different. Of course, Oppenheimer following this story and about building the atomic bomb, and Dr. Oppenheimer, who is behind it. To me, what stands out in this movie it's kind of an experience, I would say, like at the movie theaters. Because the movie, though a lot is thrown at you, and I like, it's like the doctors, these physicists, they will talk about the stuff like the audience understands their jargon and their lingo. But in doing that, you're really immersed into this world. And even though you may not understand all the lingo that's being used all the time, due to the score of this, the score is almost like a character in this movie, because there is not a moment that the score is not playing like kind of intensely in this movie. And due to the score, it would create, the whole movie has this, you can feel almost the anxiety at times. You can feel the sense of awe of what they're doing, the urgency in what they're doing. And that's where, even though sometimes they again, it's immersive of them using the jargon, the language they would use. And even though you don't get it, you feel what you need to feel. You feel through the music, the intensity, like how groundbreaking what they're doing is. And I just think they did a fantastic job with that. And that's where I say it's kind of an experience. I also think that the cast, what's his name? My brain, now that I'm recording, just forgets. The lead character did a fantastic job, and I see a lot of them probably winning awards for their acting. But to me, the standout was Robert Downey Jr. You see, of course, he's been Iron Man for so many years, but it's so nice to see this actor get a role that really allows him to show just what a fantastic actor he is. And I would not be surprised if he's up for Best Supporting Actor for an Oscar for this movie. Just did an absolutely fantastic job. And really everyone did. And that's something too. Throughout the movie, I was just like, he's in it. Like, this cast is phenomenal. And not even just the big names that you know are in it going into it, but like all the people that appear in this movie. Like, you just keep people that you recognize keep appearing in this movie. So the cast was just incredible in this movie. Again, the music does such a great job of making you feel the moment and what is happening throughout this movie. And then there's something that Nolan does, which it's very artistic, but I really enjoyed. There's times where, what's his name? Gosh, I keep forgetting the lead character. What is it, Natalie? Cillian Murphy. There we go. Thank you, Natalie just chimed in the background. There will be times it zooms up on his face, and it's trying to get through like what he's kind of feeling and thinking as like they're kind of coming against him. And like there'll be times behind him you'll see the wall like shaking, and it's like it was kind of a camera trick that allows you to really feel almost what Oppenheimer's feeling in that moment. But it's a cool visual as well. But I think he just did some of that stuff, just kind of made the movie kind of special, I think. But yeah, movie, the story, actually that will be into the negatives. So let's get into the negatives. And if I think of another positive, I'll let you know. But overall, there's a lot of positives to this movie. Okay, negative. There is some nudity in this movie that I feel was very unnecessary. And on top of that, there's a specific moment with a sex scene that was just very awkward and definitely not needed. So that's kind of my critique on that. And then also, though I enjoy this movie, though I think it's a very interesting theater experience, I did 2 hours in look at my clock like, oh gosh, there's still a whole hour left. I probably would have found a way to trim at least 15 minutes or so off the movie, but it's not overall going to kill your enjoyment of it. But that would be a critique that I have with this movie. But overall, I think this movie will win a lot of awards, and in doing so, I think actually a lot of audience will enjoy, because again, it's kind of like an experience, is the way I would say. And I think it's great storytelling, the way they tell this story. So I thought it was very good. So what do I rate this movie out of 5 hoots, 5 being the max level of hoots? I'm going to give it about 4.5 hoots. Last night, I probably would have given it like 3.5 based on level of enjoyment. But today, I woke up and I was like, dang, that really was like an experience. It was kind of something you don't get a lot. And I kind of really thought about and appreciated a lot of things. And again, there were moments, even when I watched it last night, even though I say that you're like, sometimes I'd kind of get lost, like, man, this is kind of dragging out. And then they'd really recapture your attention again with some of the way they reveal things, which were excellent in my opinion. But yeah, I'll give it 4.5 hoots. I think it was, again, a unique theater experience. And I think it's one of Nolan's better movies, probably. And I think it's going to win a lot of awards in a lot of different categories, quite frankly. But yes, that is my review of Oppenheimer. I know on this coming Monday, we will be talking a little more about Barbieheimer, about Oppenheimer and Barbie. Our live streams are Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to hear more about my thoughts on this and Barbie, definitely catch us out there. But again, share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give the video a thumbs up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye guys.